6:52, time for the morning sprint. We start with a stolen ATM. Police are still investigating a theft that happened last night at the Mainstay Suites on High Crossing Boulevard. Police say the man unplugged the ATM, loaded it onto a dolly, and then walked right out of the lobby. Police don't know how much money was inside, and there is no suspect description. Principal Beth Steffen of Badger Ridge Middle School killed while out on a walk Tuesday morning, and now community members are talking about how to make that stretch of road safer. Resident and Reconstruction Committee member Andrew Bruner says that funding issues delayed a reconstruction project on Cyan Road. But after this accident, he thinks it's time to develop it now. UW Badger alum Joe Thomas taking a big step closer to being inducted into the Pro Football Hall of Fame. The former Badger tackle was named one of 15 finalists for the Hall's 2023 class. Thomas spent his entire 11-year career with the Browns. He was a 10-time Pro Bowler. As a Badger, Thomas won the Outland Trophy and was a first-team All-American. The class will be announced February 9th. After 6 votes, the Republican-led House still doesn't have a speaker and thus can't function. Initially, it was thought that the speaker would be Kevin McCarthy, but more than a dozen holdouts are preventing that. It's the first time in 100 years something like this has happened. Yesterday, the situation got even worse as one representative changed their vote to present or abstaining. The House is back in session at noon today. Apple has lost $1 trillion in market value this year. Apple's market cap dropped below $2 trillion for the first in trading for the first time since early 2021. The loss comes 1 year to the day after Apple became the first tech company publicly traded, valued at $3 trillion. Like other tech companies, Apple has struggled with supply chain issues and recession concerns. The latest word in the Demar Hamlin story that he is still hospitalized in critical condition. He is currently on a ventilator, but his family says that there has been some improvement. Hamlin collapsed Monday night during the Bengals-Bills game. Niagara Falls lit up blue in support of Hamlin. Niagara Parks tweeted out that our collective thoughts are with him, his family, his team, and the city of Buffalo. Local media reported both the American Falls and Canadian Horseshoe Falls were lit. The suspect in the University of Idaho murders is back in Idaho this morning in jail after being arrested in Pennsylvania. Brian Coburger faces 4 charges of first-degree murder. The county magistrate has prohibited investigators, law enforcement, attorneys, and agents, everyone basically, from speaking to the media or public about the Moscow murders. The coffin of former Pope Benedict was brought to St. Peter's Square and placed on the altar this morning. The Mass will be presided over by Pope Francis. He's been buried in a tomb in the Vatican Grotto. He's the first pope to resign in 6 centuries. Azars Promise will be presenting a $25,000 grant to the UW Kids Cancer Research Fund at 11 o'clock this morning. The grant will be used to fund canine immunotherapy research that looks at the link between canines and humans diagnosed with cancer.
Well, we continue to see some light snow, mainly up to the north of Madison, also down to the south here. Janesville getting a little bit of a moderate snow shower moving through right now. But it's been steady to the north. In fact, some locations maybe getting upwards of an inch. And also visibility is down a little bit, down to 3/4 mile visibility. So allow a little extra time on your commute to work because we are below freezing. Some of the roads are snow covered and a little bit slippery. The good news is it ends tonight. We get into some sunshine tomorrow, and it looks like that sun is expected for the upcoming weekend, and temperatures remaining above average.
All right, thanks, Kelly. Another news and weather update in 30 minutes.